Hello guys, my name is Gavin, and this will just be a quick tutorial on how to activate a scene or overlay a scene when you're hovering your mouse over an object and how to remove it from the game when you're not. I will be using some Python, and I'm just getting started. To start off, let's right click on this camera and hit X delete, and then right click on this light and hit X delete. I'm then going to hit 7 to go in the top view and do spacebar and then add camera. I'll drag it up just like this. Alright. Hit 0 to go into our camera view, and let's right click on our cube and drag it off to the left. Let's then add a scene at the top by hitting this plus sign and hitting new. I'm just going to name this as overlay scene. Top. Let's do spacebar and then add a camera, like that. Add camera. I'm going to drag this up like this. Hit 0 to go into camera view and do spacebar and then add a plane. Let's drag it off to one side. Let's hit SX to scale it on the X-axis, and then SY to scale it on the Y. Alright. What we're now going to do, if I can drag this out, let's add a green material to this. So go to Materials tab, hit New. Where it says Diffuse, let's change it to green. Alright. Now if we hit P to play, we should see that. Let's then go back into our main scene. And let's go from defaults to game logic and go from Blender render to Blender game. Hit 0 to go in the camera view. Let's add a sensor always. Click these first 3 dots. And then add a controller, or add a sensor, sorry. Mouse. And change it from left button to MouseOver. And let's rename it to MouseOver. Like that. Alright. Let's then add a controller in Python right here and connect these. Okay, now what we're going to do is add an actuator, have it be scene, change it from restart to add overlay scene. I'll just name this as overlay, like that, and let's put the overlay scene in there. Add another scene actuator, rename it to remove, change it from restart to remove scene, and let's put the overlay scene. Okay, that's how it works. Alright, let's then add a script by doing templates Python and then game logic simple. I'm going to drag this out just a little bit. I'm going to delete the portion that I've highlighted. Hit Control and scroll up on your mouse to make your text larger. And rename this script to script.py and add that right here. Okay, first what we're going to do is get our MouseOver sensor into our script by doing MouseOver is going to equal content sensors MouseOver, like that. Let's then get our actuators into our script by having overlay is going to equal content actuators, overlay, and remove is going to equal content actuators, remove. Alright, before we keep going though, let's actually make the mouse visible. So let's have from BGE import render, render.show mouse and then 1. Alright. Now what we're going to do is have if we are scrolled over our cube, so if mouse over to positive, like that, we're going to activate this overlay actuator, so do const.activate overlay, and if we're not hovering our mouse over, we're going to have else or const.activate remove. So if we hover our mouse over a cube, the overlay scene is going to be overlaid, and if we aren't hovering our mouse over the cube, it's going to remove it. Alright, if I hit P to play, you can see that once I hover over this, it's going to add it, and then I'll remove it. Add, remove, add, remove. Alright guys, that's how you add an overlay scene by hovering over an object.